What up, what up? It's April. Welcome to your November 1st through November 7th energy update on Akashic Records Rant. You guys know who I am. I'm April Curry. I'm an Akashic Records reader and intuition development teacher. It's my purpose, and I thrive to do this, to show people that we've only been accessing half of ourselves. The more that you tap into your intuition, into your heart space, into infinite wisdom and knowledge that's available all around us energetically, we are able to be the other version, our other human. Our other aspect of being human will come in with the intellectual side and be able to make us whole. When we can do that, everything is possible. We are allowing the universe to co-create with us, so we're not using all of our own vitality energy to push things through in our lives. And we're trusting the universe. And when the universe is like, oh my gosh, they're trusting, they're listening, they're feeling into their heart, they're really tapping into the essence of their truth, that's when miracles happen. That's when we are taken care of. We're given little messages and guidance throughout our life. And that's where the blessings are. So, if you're interested in developing your intuition, go down to the description below. You'll see the link to the membership. I always say go ahead and get your feet wet in the membership. We have live intuitive development classes and Reiki sessions that gets you into the frequency and vibration of your intuition. And it's Thursday live at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Every Thursday we meet. So look forward to seeing you there. And let's go ahead and get started on November 1st. Friday. I'm feeling jolly today. Let's go ahead. November 1st, Friday. Okay. I was not expecting that. The Genie in the Bottle song came on. If you wanna be with me, baby, there's a price to pay. I'm a genie in a bottle. So there's something with what I'm feeling into with that song, and I know that's super corny, but that's what I got. There's something about sitting in a receptive position in life, in your relationships, career, and seeing if the things in your life are fitting who you are. If it's unlocking you into expression, into going out in the world and expressing yourself and being a part of the dynamic. It's all about really watching and witnessing and deciding from that space, hey, is this fitting? Okay, great. I'm going to unlock myself and enjoy the ride. Join the ride. By the way, I am filming this on October 30th, and I feel like words are a little weird that day. So if I stutter a little bit, whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead. What are we not aware of on November 1st, Friday? Yeah. Okay, what does that mean? There has been a lot of transformation occurring, and I know I said this in the last few videos, but there's so much transformation occurring that it's kind of just like chiseling you into this beautiful person that has strength, that has a sense of self, worthiness, wisdom, joy. And there is no naivety. And it's saying, like, just keep dedicating yourself to this development. Don't let anything distract you. You are on your way. I'm tuning into that day. It feels like everything is forming and coming together. And the way that you view life, the way that you view yourself has changed so much. But in this moment on the 1st, there's this solidification of like, yes, I have arrived. This is exactly what I wanted to experience as a soul. Even if your human aspect didn't know it, this is really chiseling you out into ultimately who you are, to your core, to your essence. November 1st, I'm also getting like a lot of frolicking energy, which makes me think that people are going to have a lot of fun with each other. It feels like a social day. What are we thinking? Social. It's also a lot of adventure, free-spirited energy. I'm really happy because if you guys haven't noticed, like, it's been a little heavy. So to have this energy come in is really nice. This would be a great day to go on a first date. It feels really nice. So did Halloween, but the first Friday feels like a great day to go on a first date or connect with someone that you are interested in dating. Also, it's a great day to have a conversation with the parents if you've been having issues with your parentals. It's a great day to have a conversation to kind of create resolve in any conflicts that have been occurring with anyone in your life, including yourself. So, jolly. It's feeling jolly. Like there's enough optimism to be able to go into deeper stuff with people to figure out unresolved issues because there's such a lighthearted energy that day. There's a lot to access that day. If you're looking to tap into intuition, there's a lot of new information coming into the field, into the Akashic records, that's available for us. So if you've already looked at a topic before in the Akashic records and you studied it, this is the day to ask the same type of questions. You're going to get different information. So what's cool about the records is they're always changing. They're always evolving. And, we're always growing and evolving with it. And whenever there is a big growth anywhere in the universe, the records will have new information. So this is a great day to tune into that. All right, let's go ahead and go to November 2nd. November 2nd, Saturday. Yeah, let's go. I just feel like I went to outer space. I guess that's what Saturday is feeling like. Sky, rockets in flight, afternoon delight. You guys are having fun. I'm feeling a lot of glee these 2 days. A lot of glee and upliftment, kind of like not really getting into that worry, scurry energy. Just going with the flow, having a good day. It feels like an expansive day internally and externally. What does the energy feel like Saturday? Keep honing in. Wow. Yeah, Friday and Saturday have very similar energies. So Saturday feels like an extension of Friday. I got trust your gut. A lot of you are getting so good at trusting your gut right now. Like it's undeniable. There's not a whole lot of doubt or fear on those 2 days. I will say this is a great day to kind of, like these Friday and Saturday are great days to enjoy, to be present with people, but also to create future ideas or putting future ideas into your conscious state, writing down a loose plan about what you think you want to do in the future and seeing like how much joy is on that piece of paper or in your vision. When you create, when you manifest on days like this, it's more clear, it's more honed into the truth. Like, there's so much happening that it's in such a positive energy. You want to make plans when you're in this positive of an energy. Mind you, when I'm talking about plans, I don't mean really specific strategic planning and executing. I'm talking about writing things down that you want to have come into your life. See if those things are connected to your heart and what's best for you on a soul level versus an ego desire. And, really sit with these energies. They will come true. And this is a great, Friday and Saturday is a great foundational day to do that. Also, Friday and Saturday is a great day to talk to God. If you've ever had a hard time speaking to the Holy Spirit and getting an answer, these are some phenomenal days to access God's energy. It's a high vibrational time, and it's an opportunity to sit in meditation and get quiet and listen to the light, gentle voice of God. So, wow, those are good days. What are we not aware of on Saturday? Woo! Okay, this isn't for everybody. This is a general reading, but for some of you, there might be a resistance to change. And so what I was talking about these days being really warm and lovely for some, it feels like for others there's stagnation. And the reason why there's stagnation, it's that energy that's going to kind of like force you to change. People who are feeling the stagnation, there might be an apathy of feeling like things aren't moving forward or like you're not completely fulfilled with something in your life. If you're feeling stagnant, this is a sign and a symbol that it's time to look at everything and reevaluate. What are you doing with your life? Because that feeling of not feeling like, man, I'm just not enjoying this. I'm feeling stuck. It's going to pull you out of that energy. The indifference is going to force you to go into something different because it's like you don't want to sit there and stay stuck there. Don't forget, Thursday, October 30th. Oh wait, Wednesday, October 30th is the day of like really, like my words are a little weird right now, so work with me. All right. Sunday. Let's go into Sunday, November 3rd. Okay, I wonder what's going on with the astrological transits because I saw Adam and Eve, and then I heard this song from the 1970s, like that went, ooh, doo, blah, blah. And it is very retro, and I saw these butterflies, and I saw the Garden of Eden, and I saw this love energy. It feels very, like, sensual. Sunday feels very sensual, very enigmatic, and flowy and good and gooey. Like that's what it's feeling like. I'm going to tune into the message that what does that represent? A trust fall. Okay, so the more that you are focusing on trust falling with the universe right now, everything will be granted. All your wishes from your soul will be granted. A lot of you are stepping into a loving connection or have been in a loving connection and it's flourishing. And it's all about being in the flow of it, whether it's flow and banter, flow and coziness with each other, and just embracing and cuddling and flowing into things without, really bringing up future plans or desires with each other. It's just being very present. This is only for a few people that are in connection or starting to connect with someone. But this is also, once again, a great day to manifest. If you're looking to create new, loose planning manifestations, Sunday is also a good day. So that whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's important to let go of the old identity, the old paradigm of I need to calculate my finances, I need to make a spreadsheet, I need to do this, I need to... It's not like that. And some of you may have money insecurities on Sunday, but it will only show up if you're putting your mind and your frequency in the energy of frugality, rigidness, being hard on yourself, being judgmental towards others and yourself. Like that's what gets us in those states. So it's all about learning how to loosen the grip, enjoy the ride, watch things show up in your life. Like if you can learn to let go right now, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is like the weekend of blessings. For the people who can't let go, they're just going to be looking like this, being like, what am I doing with my life? And then there's going to be people who literally are like, I didn't care about any of this and it's all showing up now. What's happening? So what side will you be on? And mind you, I'm a human being, so I'm saying that to myself too. All right, let's go ahead and go into November 4th, Monday. November 4th, Monday. Picking up the pieces. Okay. So Monday feels a little bit like an errand day, kind of picking up the pieces, being active, getting things done. I'm seeing someone in the collective get an oil change, stuff like that, getting stuff at the grocery store, tidying up. Because it feels like that weekend was a little bit of like a fun ride. Like it was enjoyable. There's just like light errands, but it's all in flow. Current energy for Monday, November 4th. There might be a little bit of coming back into looking at the past on Monday. Like, even though there's organization and forward movement and flow state and feeling good, there's still this sense of, I'm moving on to calmer waters. But I'm also looking at the thing that I came from that was tumultuous. And a lot of you might be introspective that day as you're doing activity. Some of you might be unconsciously, subconsciously processing more information that day. And it's helping you have more compassion for yourself, compassion for other people, compassion for the circumstances. But there's also a sense of feeling like, there's a little bit of for some of you, you had to let go of a few people, and you might be missing them that day. That's okay. It's okay to miss people. It's okay to miss people. If there was endings, there was endings, and it's okay to miss them. I'm not getting that means open up the can of worms again. But just enjoy your day, enjoy your forward progress. What are we not aware of on November 4th, Monday? Yeah. There's this sense of feeling independent, but at the same time, there's kind of this like hidden subliminal energy once again. And they're playing at the same time. They're playing out at the same time. So there's upliftment with mixed feelings. And this might be a little tumultuous for some. It's important to not take sudden action when you're in that energy towards life-changing things. But it's okay to go to the grocery store and get an apple, Just don't make big future plans, calling someone from your past, being like, I miss you, let's go on vacation together, let's do all these things. And it's like, that would be the opposite of what needs to be done that day. All it is an integration day. When we have integration, we have expansion. Sometimes expansion isn't pretty internally or externally. And it's good to just pause and ride the wave and take action and be in, kind of like it just feels like a little bit of a recovery day as well, but active. All right, let's go into November 5th, Tuesday. I need a sip of tea. Okay, November 5th, Tuesday. I've had some of these songs come up before. Once again, I got the final meltdown. It's the final meltdown. I guess we're having a few of these final meltdowns. And, but at the same time, as there's a little bit of a meltdown going on, there is also resilience. It's like, while it's occurring, there's still this like forward movement of like, I am not going to let this stop me. Like, I'm moving forward. I'm doing this. I don't give an F. Like, who cares? Like, I'm getting up again. I'm feeling good. Let me go ahead and shuffle here. Ah, that was a crap shuffle. Let's see. Okay. November 5th, Tuesday. November 5th, Tuesday. There we go. God. What's going on with, like, okay, if you're dating, if you're single, if you're in a relationship, if you're in something that just started happening, some of you, it feels like there is kind of this, like, testing going on. Like, the universe is testing you. And it's like, do you like this type of person or do you like this type of person? It's almost like you're dating people or in a relationship to understand what type of person you need to be with in order to feel really fulfilled if you're looking into getting into partnership. I'm not talking about people that just want to stay single. And if you are single, this might be showing up in friend groups where you're meeting new people, or people from the past might be coming back, and all of these connections that you have in your life are showing you qualities, and it's important just to kind of witness, not to get too involved in the emotionality or the human experience of it. Like, of course you're a human, you're going to do that, but also try to have the soul perspective, have the witnessing perspective. What are all these connections and dynamics doing for you? How are they serving you? How are they making you grow? Whether it looks positive or negative. Also, what are you learning about the dynamics of society right now? How we've changed a lot, what we need to change into. You know, what are our needs and wants and desires in relationships, friendships, and family members? It's all changing, it's all evolving. And so you might notice that some of these relationships, whether they're platonic or, romantic or friend, it's like, it's all showing you something about you, and it's all showing you something about where we're heading as a society and what's breaking down and what's coming into existence. And it's not important for you to make a super big conclusion like that day on Tuesday. It's here to show you that it's time to collect data. It's time to collect data and just observe and start seeing what it forms into. That was a very big message, and I feel like that's a message that will last a few months. But it feels like the preface of it started like in October, and it's just kind of getting bigger and bigger. So that's pretty rad. What are we not aware of on Tuesday? I just want a little bit more. On Tuesday. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. For some of you, it might feel like there's too many things happening at once. It's like it's all kind of hitting all at once. Whether it happened in the past or it's happening currently. A lot of efforting. And these relationship dynamics might also be like work relationships too, or even your relationship with work, your relationship with anything that makes you feel like you're stressed out or that you're taking on too much. It's time to witness everything. It's not time to make big decisions about these dynamics. It's collecting data day. Tuesday is all about collecting the data. Got it. Any advice? I'm sure it's the data. Yeah, just maintain. Stay consistent, maintain, witness. All right, we're going to go ahead and go into, by the way, if you ever notice that I wiggle a lot when I'm doing this, when I'm channeling, sometimes I end up going with kind of the essence of what's coming into my body when I'm channeling, if you were curious. Everyone channels a little bit differently in different styles. I do different things. Like I get the hook when I'm really up there. I'll go like this. I do that when I channel Reiki too. It's not my favorite look. All right. We're going to go to November 6th, Wednesday. And by the way, I'm feeling edginess, feeling the edginess amplify around Tuesday and Wednesday. So there's like an amplification, edgy feeling. So some people might feel like they're having a hard time speaking, or they're anxious, or they're so anxious they're tired. There's a lot of processing those 2 days. Wednesday the 6th. Give me 1 second. I just want to plug into this. Ooh, yeah, definitely processing. I'm seeing a person in a car, but it's like an old car, and they have their suitcase. They have all their things in the car, and they're packing up, and they're going. But as they're moving forward, it's a reminder. The old car is a reminder that they're bringing the old with them still. And the car is reliable. The car allows them to drive off into the distance very efficiently. But what we're being asked to do is to take one suitcase and just walk away. Okay, what does that represent? Sometimes we have to let go of the things that make us feel comfortable, because there is something of an old paradigm or an old belief system or old life that's connected to it. Whether it be a personality trait, a person, a job, our lifestyle. Do you have the resilience to just walk on your feet with a suitcase? Or are you going to try to find the easy way out? Damn, it was Wednesday. Oh my goodness. I'm like, do we have to? We have to keep going into this one? All right, what's the current energy for Wednesday? Oh. Yeah, we're getting challenged big time. There's so much. I just want to remind you guys, because sometimes our humans can't perceive what's happening on an energetic level. There is so much greatness happening subliminally in the energetics. Everything has to be energy first. It mixes, it forms, and then turns into matter, and then it shows up into our physical existence, right? So as we're having kind of this experience of challenges and challenging our belief systems and hierarchy and aggression and blah. There's just so much blah on that day. There is stuff coming out of our pores that day. Is that the election day? Is November 5th and the 6th? Okay, that makes sense. It was edgy. It was feeling really edgy. I forgot that those were the election days. There is new stuff forming, and it's asking for us to not follow the old paradigm. I'm going to share something with you guys. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video. But when we are stuck into a certain thought process on a low vibration, just because we don't want change to happen or we want something to be a certain way, we get stuck and we get pigeonholed into this one energy. And we're missing out on the big picture. We're missing out on perspective or perception. It's just we're missing out on the big picture. There is so much beauty coming in to this world on those days. But a lot of people are feeling really wrapped up in their minds and their mental chatter and, scared, feeling like really scared or uncomfortable. But we're being asked to look even beyond the bigger picture. As a collective, we're being asked to look at context. We're being asked to look at it all. How is believing in something so specific and not being and being very fixed on it, how is that going to expand your awareness so you can see the big picture of how we could help everyone as a whole? And so it's asking you, do you have the ability to be like, I can just start anew right now. I can let go of the things that make life feel simple, and I can start anew right now. And that is about a thought process shift. It's not that you need to take action like that. It's asking you, are you thinking differently? Are you allowing yourself to be a little more flexible about going into a different direction? Damn. Just when I thought it was going to be like a basic week, Just a basic week. Okay. We're going to go into Thursday the 7th, November, Thursday the 7th. November the 7th feels like a trial and error day. Like, it's good to try new things. It's good to test things out, to test the waters, to see how it lands. It's a very, there's a little bit of a bravery energy going on. Like, I'm not afraid to try something new. I am going to follow my intuition. I am going to trust myself. The beautiful thing about intuition, especially in a time like this, is your intuition has the truth. The only reason why intuition isn't 100% guaranteed is because the human tries to control the intuition instead of watching it and not completely conceptualizing what it is, just watching it and witnessing it. If you just witness your intuition and sit at more of that big picture presence in that context, your intuition is 100% accurate all the time. It's telling you the truth all the time. The only reason why it doesn't is because you have doubt, fear, or control. Those are ego spaces. The more that you learn how to check yourself on those things, intuition's 100% guaranteed. Now, the other reason why intuition sometimes isn't guaranteed is because people read really far out into the future. And energy is changing constantly. It moves much faster than the physical world. But the reason why intuition feels safe, more safe than ever, is because there is so much illusion, delusion, and too many things going on in this world that we consider to be a rational foundation that's kind of losing its ground. Like, it doesn't make sense anymore. So what do? We go back within. We go back into our connection. We go back into our intuition and we go, hey, what do I do? And usually it's a simple answer and a simple result. Sometimes it doesn't give you the step-by-step process. It's going to share with you just enough information that you need as a soul for your soul's growth. But this is a day where people are starting to see how important it is to be intuitively connected. It's a homecoming to yourself. So what I'm loving about this week in particular is, even though there's a lot of kind of like stress and strain, it is bringing people to a very truthful moment. And when we're talking about energy and bringing people to a truthful moment, it might happen on a subconscious level, and they may not recognize it until maybe a few weeks, months, years from now. But the beginning of it starts November 7th. I mean, it has been going on, but there's like an amp up I'm feeling into on November 7th. What are we not aware of? It feels like people are getting squeezed until there's no more room left but to go within. and to be connected, to stand in only loving connections that serve you and your heart and your truth. There is a lot of decay happening where it's just like things are falling to the wayside. There is something that used to have bad behavior could stick around for a few years. Something that has bad behavior now can stick around for a second. And it's like, nah, you gotta go. It's time. Because so many souls have been stretched to their limits. There's no room for bad behavior. Zero. So this can show up in relationships. This can show up with work dynamics. This can show up on the internet. People might be a little aggro that day. However it shows up. People may be a little reactive because it's just like, I'm at my wit's end. I'm tired. I'm tired. And it's like, all we need to do is just retreat within, take a nap, be loving towards ourselves and others that we feel connected to on a heart level, on a soul level. No one's trying to take from each other. Those are the connections we really want to cultivate and work with. Don't focus on the lack and limitation. We have an option here, and I'm going to leave it at that. We have options. We have options to dream up our future, really focus on it, really bring it into our frequency and our existence now and know that it's so, and have 180% belief that it's coming in because we know in our heart of hearts that it's our purpose. Or we can focus on the lack and limitations of this world. Which one do you choose? And if you choose the purpose side, if you choose the I believe this is going to happen no matter what, this is one of the biggest times to truly believe in yourself. And the more compassion you have and the more flow you allow yourself to see, to breathe, to experience what's possible. You expand your conscious state into a higher perspective, higher perception. You create more intelligence within. You have access to more information and opportunity. Are you allowing yourself to be in this energy? Are you taking life for granted, or are you expanding? It's important to not focus on the loss or the self-preservation, but to look at all of these circumstances as stepping stones into your purpose, your expansion, your wisdom, your healing at such a high degree when you allow yourself to be in that. Physically, mentally, spiritually. Are you ready to heal? Be the most optimal version of you. Take it on. This is who you are. This is who you're meant to become. Be it now. All right, guys, I love you. Have a magical week. Woo!